Hi everyone, today's video is all about overlooked fragrances, aka underrated gems. I was cleaning my perfume closet 2 or 3 days ago, and as I was cleaning, I was also casually testing out fragrances that I think are even overlooked by me. I think these perfumes deserves more hype and attention. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of affordable and luxury fragrances in my channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please do keep watching and maybe consider subscribing. Actually, this is not my first time to talk about underrated gems in my channel. As a matter of fact, I did a topic like this, I think around 2 months ago. So if you are interested about that, I'm gonna link that video as well in the description box. When we talk about the brand Byron Parfums, the first perfume that comes to mind is Mula Mula and all its flankers, right? Now, what about Black Dragon? If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently raved about this. If you're a fan of tobacco and honey scents in fragrances, you're gonna love this one. When I received the discovery kit from Byron, this is the fragrance that I actually fell in love with. And it's kind of weird because I'm not really a fan of tobacco in fragrances. However, this is just very well done. It is inspired by one of the rarest cigars in the world. So yes, I'm picking up the tobacco and the honey. However, it has that fruity nuance in it, which is coming from the mango and pineapple notes. And guys, this is amazing. I think if you are into complex fragrances, you're gonna love this one. It is dark, it is sensual, yet it has that luxurious quality in it that is just so unique. I've been looking for the perfect mango dominant perfume actually, and I think I found it in this fragrance. Yeah, I don't know, there's just something about it, and the way that the mango is done in here is just different. I mentioned that it is fruity, however it is different from all the Mula Mula fragrances from this brand. This is just something else. The honey in here together with the sweetness of the mango and pineapple really gave this fragrance a different touch. The opening might be smoky, but you know, it is such a smooth and smoky kind of tobacco with the sweetness that is coming from honey as well. I love this one. This to me smells like hanging out in an expensive lounge, and you're gonna stand out because this fragrance is so unique and I haven't smelled anything like this. I think men and women can wear it. For me, it is something that can be used all year round. However, I think it's gonna stand out more during the colder seasons. I highly recommend you checking this one out if you are into tobacco and honey. Black Dragon by Byron. By the way, I have a discount code for them that you can use in case you are interested. If ever I have a discount code for any perfumes that I'm gonna talk about today, I'm gonna link them all in the description box below. So yeah, just check it out. Next up is from a brand called UNE NUIT NOMADE. And when we hear about UNE NUIT NOMADE, of course, the first fragrances that come to mind are Jardins de Misfa, Nothing But Sea and Sky, Ambrican Jar. And how about Click Song? I only have a 5 ml bottle of it. And you guys, this one is so good. And I'm guilty actually of overlooking this fragrance. If you are a lover of resinous and dark amber scents, you have to check this one out. It is very heavy in earthy patchouli, and of course with the combination of the warmth of labdanum, benzoin, vanilla, it is just so warm and cozy, but at the same time it is uplifting as well. I don't know, there's something about this that screams like confidence. It has rose and geranium as well. I think that's why it is giving me that boss babe kind of a vibe. As a matter of fact, when I reviewed the discovery kit of UNE NUIT NOMADE when I was starting in my YouTube channel, this was actually in my top 3. And yeah, so the other day I saw it and I was like, how can I forget about this fragrance? It is really good and it is long lasting and it has a very strong projection, guys. I must say this is one of the strongest projector out of all the UNE NUIT NOMADE fragrances. It has a geranium note as well, so combined with the rose and all the resinous amber and labdanum, it is really, really empowering. I find this fragrance unisex. Men and women can definitely rock this fragrance. It is something that will fill a room. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And this one lasts for ages as well, guys. Definitely 8+ hours. I highly recommend for all the rose, geranium, and amber lovers out there. Click Song by UNE NUIT NOMADE. Next up is by the brand called Commodity. And when we hear this brand, the first fragrances that come to mind are milk and gold. Now, what about book? If you are into sandalwood and woody fragrances like me, you're gonna adore this one. This, of course, is very heavy in woody notes, sandalwood, rosewood, cedar, and it has that greenness coming from the cypress as well, and an aromatic feel coming from the eucalyptus. This is so beautiful, guys. I was wearing this the other day when we went hiking, and I was just feeling myself. This is very comforting, perfect when it's cold and gloomy outside. This is one of my most favorite sandalwood fragrances in my collection. Projection and longevity is quite moderate. However, the scent bubble that it gives you is just perfect to give you that calm and relaxed vibe. I highly recommend you checking this one out if you love sandalwood. Book by Commodity. Next fragrance is from one of my favorite brands, and it is from Theodoros Kalotinis. And of course, the perfumes that come to mind are all those photorealistic gourmands, right? Now, what about vanilla? Oh my, when I saw and smelled this the other day, I was like, how can I not talk about this yet in my channel? This has 3 notes listed, okay? It has caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. To me, it smells like a vanilla frosting. However, it has that underlying animalic patchouli in it. It is quite unique in my opinion. I can call this actually like a vanchuli because those are like the main notes to my nose. The kind of vanilla in here is a photorealistic vanilla frosting, okay? So it is gourmand. However, that animalic patchouli touch in the base is giving this fragrance just a different kick. I've tried almost everything from Theodoros Kalotinis, and I think that this fragrance is just different from the rest because it's kind of like a double-faced fragrance. It is gourmand because of the vanilla and caramel. However, it has that earthy and animalic patchouli behind. So it kind of like gives a character of like sweet but naughty, you know? Yeah. When it comes to longevity and projection, this is moderate though. It will last you between 5 to 6 hours. This was my scent of the day yesterday, and I was really motivated to include this fragrance in today's video. Let's say this is unisex, and because of that animalic patchouli, men can definitely wear this one as well. Vanilla by Theodoros Kalotinis. Next up is a fragrance from Killian. And when we hear Killian, of course, the first perfume that comes to mind, Love Don't Be Shy and Angel Share. Now, what about I don't need a prince to be a princess, okay? And I think you can just call her princess. Guys, this is so beautiful. It still has that marshmallow DNA. However, this has that green tea, ginger, and lemon note that is giving this a citrusy touch. It is a little bit powdery as well. So it is giving that clean girl vibe. That is just so beautiful. I am wondering why not a lot of people are talking about this fragrance, because I think that this is one of Killian's best as well, and it deserves more hype. First of all, this fragrance is less expensive compared to other Killian fragrances. And second, this fragrance can be worn all year round because it is very versatile. I think this will be very refreshing to wear in spring and summertime, and in wintertime, it is very comforting. I love this scent, and I will definitely purchase a full bottle of this once I'm done with this 10 ml because it's really good. One of my favorite Killian, aside from Rolling in Love and of course Can't Stop Loving You. Such a beautiful tea and marshmallow combo that I will highly recommend, especially if you love fragrances that gives that clean girl aesthetic vibe. When it comes to longevity and projection, I find that this one lasts on me. However, the projection is very moderate. Yes, it can be unisex. However, this one is leaning more feminine. Princess by Killian. Next up is a designer fragrance, and it is from Zadig and Voltaire. Now, when we hear this brand, the first perfume that comes to mind is This Is Her, right? What about This Is Us? That sounds cheesy. Anyway, this fragrance, I must say, is equally good as This Is Her. They are kind of similar because they have that same creamy sandalwood DNA. However, this one has an underlying clean patchouli in it. It is so beautiful as well, guys. Imagine This Is Her is like creamy and lactonic, while This Is Us is comforting because of the sandalwood, and it has that green vanilla touch as well, along with the clean patchouli in the base. The dry down of this becomes a little bit powdery, and it's just so beautiful, guys. Imagine This Is Her without the lactonic vibes, and instead it has more greenness in it. More clean vibes, basically. And this is a kind of set that you can wear all year round. Definitely unisex, so I think this is really worth checking out. And it's not a complex fragrance, it's just something that smells great. And it can be easy reach as well. And when it comes to longevity and projection, this one is amazing. Lasts for 8+ hours, guys, especially on clothes. When it comes to projection, let's say first 2 hours can be strong and then it becomes moderate. So yeah, highly recommend you checking this one out if you are looking for something easy, rich, everyday kind of scent that won't break the bank from the designer's world. This is Us by Zadig and Voltaire. Last but not the least is a fragrance from a brand that I recently reviewed in my channel, and it is from Vivamor. By the way, guys, I have to include this brand in today's video because they are currently having a big sale. And I think they're in the last few days of sale now. You will basically get the new releases for like $87 for 100 ml. If you want a full detail about the 5 fragrances, I just reviewed them in my channel and I can link it down below. I included this as well because this is very hype right now because of the gourmands in this discovery set, especially Caramel Pop. Well, I love that fragrance as well, but I think the most overlooked and underrated fragrance from this discovery set is Dubai Reverie. Guys, this is another clean girl aesthetic kind of scent. If you watched that video, you know that this is actually my top favorite along with Choco Exclusive. However, this is the one that I am including in today's video because I think this is the most worth it amongst the 5 because aside from it being unisex, it is something that you can use the whole year round as well. This one has ginger, vanilla, cedarwood, vetiver, amber, and white musk. It is woody yet very fresh, very summer appropriate. You can definitely wear this as well in the colder seasons. Also on me, guys, this is the longest lasting amongst these 5. Highly recommend you checking this one out, especially if you live in a tropical or humid country. I think that this will be perfect. You must love citruses and woody notes. In case that you watch this later and the discount, the 30% off is already finished, you can use my code JM20 to save 20% instead from all Vivamor perfumes. I can't wait. I have a bottle coming soon to my house. Yeah, so that's Dubai Reverie from Vivamor, and that ends up the video for today, guys. How did you find it? Have you tried any of these fragrances? I am just very happy to share this with you guys. If you're interested with this, please check out my description box because I'm gonna link the first video about this content. So basically this is my part 2, and please write me down in the comments down below if you have any other underrated gems in your mind that you want to share in the community. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Goodbye for now and see you on my next one. Bye, guys.